In this video, I have the first Thompson's Craft Supplies mixed media kit to share with you. If you don't follow me on Instagram, or you don't follow any of the Thompson's Craft Supplies people, or follow them on Facebook, then you would have missed the announcement that I am now on the mixed media kits design team for Thompson's Craft Supplies, as are a few others. So yes, there's that information if you didn't know it already. And so yes, this is their first ever mixed media kit, which is very exciting. Now I'll just start by showing you this card, then I'll show you the kit, and then I will tell you about how to get it, where to get it, all that kind of thing. So as you see, there's this little card here which says, welcome to Thompson's Craft Supplies monthly kit. I'll bring it up here a little bit. Each of these kits will bring you a fantastic array of mixed media supplies suitable for a range of projects, from scrapbooking to altered art, card making and journaling. This kit was designed to share with you my passion for, that's Louise, the owner of the Thompson's Craft Supplies, my passion for mixed media, and inspire you to try something new, be brave and push your imagination and realise everyone can make and enjoy mixed media. We hope you will love these kits and cannot wait to see your creations. Make sure to follow us across social media and join our Facebook group, Thompson's Craft Supplies, for projects and inspiration. So on the other side is this, which is more specific to this kit. Now I'm not going to read out the whole thing. I will hold it here. Hopefully I'm in shot. So you can pause it if you want to. And all the links down the bottom here I will of course put in the description box, so you can go to the Facebook pages and groups and Instagram and blog and all that kind of thing. I am, however, going to read out this middle bit here, which is about the kit itself. So it says, in the first two kits, I have picked themes and items that are a great love of mine. This first kit explores my love of grunge, steampunk, patina effects, rust metallics, and so forth. And then it says other things about mixed media. Again, you can pause if you can read, but that explains the scheme and the theme and whatnot of this kit. We've got patina, steampunk, metallics, all of that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is show you the kit. This piece of tissue paper here, I'm just showing you because this is what the kit came in. Well, obviously it came in a box as well, but it was wrapped in this gorgeous tissue paper. Unfortunately, mine got a little bit damaged by Royal Mail, but it is very, very gorgeous and can actually be used with the kit. I am sure you will agree when I show it to you. So let's get started with that. Right, so I'm going to start with the papers and then show the embellishments, because I think the papers will give you a great idea if you're still a bit confused as to the theme, about what the theme is. So I will start with the first one, which is this gorgeous paper from Seven Gypsies called Architectures Collection Stenciled Crates. Now, this paper is the most ridiculous, amazing quality, like you wouldn't believe it. It is really thick and really glossy and just beautiful. So this side, which I actually think is the B side, has like this text effect, like this stone wall with a metal rusted door knocker and keyhole up here. That's really cool there. The other side I think is the main part of it, which has, as it says, stenciled crates, all these sort of wooden crates with like different labels and stuff on them, all of them really vintage and stuff like that. I'm not sure at this time whether I will cut them apart or have it as one, or you'll use this side. I really don't know at this stage, but the paper is just, I cannot express this enough. It is amazing. Like, you might be able to hear. Can you hear that wobble? It's just so thick, and that does mean it's going to really take a lot of mixed media on it. Like, it's going to take a lot for this to warp and stuff. It's just, yeah, it is really strong. So that is the first paper. And all the other papers are from a company called Ella & Viv. These are all single-sided, but the first two at least are super, super glossy. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is just, it's so, so glossy. It's beautiful. The other side is more matte, but yes, there's a high, high gloss on this side again. So it's still really thick, really good quality. And again, it's going to take a lot of stuff getting put on it. So this one's got this really gorgeous, it's just called Timekeeper, steampunk effect with the cogs and the clock, and there's more sort of rusted cogs in the background. Super, super gorgeous, that one. That's one I think I would have to use as a background rather than cut it apart, because the whole aesthetic of it in one is just so pretty. Then this one from Ella & Viv is the same with the really high quality gloss shine on there. This one's called Copper Plate and is kind of what it says, in that we've got like metal sheeting, copper metal sheeting, with like the rivets in, like there's a hint of sort of like moss and rust and stuff. It is really, really cool. That it's a kind of thing where you don't, just like so many ideas, I don't really know where to start with this one, but it's really, really gorgeous. And I love all the little rivets and stuff like that. That is beautiful. This one is called Steampunk Elements. As you see, lots of steampunk elements on it. Again, the paper is really such amazing quality. It's really thick and heavy and will take a lot of, you know, wet mediums and all that kind of thing. It's just going to cope with it. It's a lot thicker than your average scrapbook paper, but not like ridiculously so. Anyways, this one, you guys know I love my fussy cutting, so I'm gonna fussy cut this. There's just no two ways about it, especially this up here, which I think is going to be great for a title. Just, yes, absolutely gorgeous. And this one is a little bit different, but gives you an idea of the other kind of theme of this kit. So it's not just the copper and metal stuff, it's also these gorgeous colours of the blues and the greens and stuff. Just, oh, I love it. So that's called Magical Butterfly. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a beautiful butterfly and like this glittery kind of effect going on, and the ombre going into different colours. These colours down here, the green and blue together, just so my thing. I love it a lot. And this last paper kind of incorporates both things of the steampunk metal elements, and then we've got the green as well. This one's called Steampunk Style, and it's like inside of a clock tower, like on a magical night. Louise was saying when she showed these in the Facebook group that it reminded her of Harry Potter. For me, it reminds me of Anastasia. Do you remember that bit in Anastasia when Rasputin and Bartok the Bat are hanging out in a clock tower? I don't know if anyone remembers that, but that's what it reminds me of. But yes, it is super, super awesome and pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet because it's almost so pretty. There's a part of me that wants to just leave it as it is, but I won't. But it's gorgeous. These, just put them together a little bit there, are the 6 different papers that come in the kit, and as I said, they're all ridiculously good quality. Next along the paper theme is this decoupage or rice paper. Now it does say decoupage there, but it also says rice paper. I would say it feels even thinner than normal decoupage papers that I've used. It is really, really pretty and just, yes, by Febraury, I don't know. But as you see, all these sort of postcard effects and like a slight hint towards like a notebook or something there, with all of these vintagey, steampunky images on there. I will definitely cut these apart, and I think these will look great pasted onto something, we know, with like a clear gel medium kind of thing, and then with like slight wrinkles in them. I think that would look really, really awesome. So that is the rice paper. So next I'm going to go on to the sort of tools, as it were. So you get papers, tools, paints, other mediums, and embellishments in these mixed media kits, which is pretty amazing. So the first one is a stencil, which I'm going to get out of the packet because some of the stencil is hidden by the label. Right, so here is the stencil. We've got another clock face here, this very gentlemanly looking sir right here, and some script and stuff, and like the diamond harlequin pattern, all very useful for doing stuff with all this theme and that. And just stencils are a great thing to have lying around in general, really. I love my stencils, so yes, I do like the gentlemanly sir though. He's definitely my fave. Next there is this artist canvas board. So instead of like a normal canvas where it's stretched over like a wood thing, it's actually on a thin board, which I think is much better. It is a 6x6 inch one, and obviously this will take any mixed media you want to throw at it, just like it'll take anything. It's very light, like super, super light. I don't know, if you wanted to put it on a scrapbook page, you might have to really reinforce the paper in order to take it, because as light as it is, it's only like not even 50 grams. Definitely not 50 grams. It's still going to need, you know, that's still quite a lot for paper. But yes, but you could also do your own thing with it. You could frame it once you've done your project, whatever. So there's that. There is a little palette knife, very, very handy. This kit is suitable for newbies and the super experienced in mixed media. Likewise, like I already have one of these, but it's already really handy to have a spare. So there we go. And then we have 4 different acrylic paints. So going through these, we've got 3, which are the folk art paints, and they are in Sea Mist, Cayman Blue and Asphaltum. So basically a brown, a blue and a greyish green, all really beautiful colours. This is really my thing. I can't even, it's really my thing, guys. I keep saying this, but yes, I think actually, I tell you what, I will open them up so you can get a good look at what the colour is. Right, so here is the Sea Mist. You get a good idea of the colour of that one. The, what's it called again? Asphaltum, really deep, rich brown there, almost like a dark chocolatey brown. And then the Cayman Blue there, which is a very, very beautiful blue. And then also is the Deco Art Metallic acrylic paint, which it's a really, really good quality one. I have made many attempts to buy like metallic gold paint and they all are a bit nyeh. But this, just look at that. How beautiful does that look? Like it's a real true, I've got some on my finger there. Real beautiful metallic gold. So yes, gonna have great fun with those. And now I need to wipe this somewhere. And then after the paints, we have embellishments, of which there are many. So just starting with this little 4x4 piece of cork, which is just going to make loads of really cool effects, even just as a backing piece for a photo or something. Just like a little handy thing to have. I love it. And it's just going to match everything so well. A Bramble Fox piece, which I'm going to get out of the packaging to try and avoid some glare. There we go. So there is the gorgeous Bramble Fox piece in this metallic-y coppery colour. And we've got one little gear or cog with a heart in. And this one, which is absolutely just gorgeous, that says create, with all the other little cogs and gears and stuff. These are just, yes. Then exclusively designed for Thompson's Craft Supplies are these Spiegelmum Scraps sequins. And as I hope you can see, all the sequins in here match the colour scheme beautifully. We've got our blues, different shades of greens and some copper. And I think I just saw some gold in there as well, maybe. I'm not sure, but yes, just look at all those. Those are perfect. And as it says, exclusively designed for Thompson's Craft Supplies. Ooh, so pretty. Next, we just have some ribbon bits. So there's a beautiful lacy one with in this sort of greyish green colour, which is probably the same sort of colour as this paint. There is this lovely sort of coppery one here, and then the gorgeous, gorgeous greeny blue one here. I love that. And I love that you're just getting a couple of scraps of ribbon, really, because I don't want a whole spool of ribbon. I'm just not going to use it, quite frankly. So yes, just getting little bits like this, it's just very handy. You can just use them on the one project, and there we go. So those are very pretty. Then there are some Prima crystals. So there's half a pack of crystals here, which is about 20, I think. And again, in all the gorgeous matching colours, the blues, the greens, the sort of hint of copper ones there. They're sort of a orangey, bronzy, it's hard to say, but yes, Prima crystals. Then 3 very beautiful Prima flowers as well. Again, the colours, I just love them so much. Some, I think it's 49 market, I'm not 100% on that, but some more little flower embellishments. So we've got a big flower with little brown bits, I don't know the words, a little one and a little leaf to use. Those make a lovely little cluster in and of themselves. Then we have a little pot of Prima beads. I'm going to try and open this really, really carefully and not spill them everywhere. But hopefully you can see these are like little, sort of, there's a mix of oranges and pinks and yellows, which creates this sort of copper colour with them all together. So those are very handy. Mix those in with some paints and stuff. Those are going to look awesome. Then these very sweet little vials of copper coloured micro beads. Now in the kit you will either get one large vial filled with beads or one medium and one small. It's completely random, it depends. Now you could do many things with these, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little wire around the vial, so you could actually sort of hang that on something on a project, maybe put a brad through it. I'll show you the brads in a minute, spoiler alert. But yes, they are just really, really cute and steampunky, and I love them. And you could either have them displayed on a project with the beads in, or take the beads out and use them for something else, or do both, take some of the beads out and use them for something and have some of them remaining in the little vials. So yes, how very cute are they? I hope I was in shot then. Whoops. Then I hope these little guys are focusing, but we have these very sweet little brads. They are sort of a coppery brass, or a rusty copper, I suppose you could call them. Very cute. I think I have 7 here, but I think one escaped. Yeah, it says in my notes here that you guys will get 8. So yes, these are super cute and very, very handy little things to have. And then the last thing is a load of metal embellishments. So there are 4 keys. Hang on, I'll just try and separate them in my hand. They are a bit fiddly. So yeah, 4 keys of different sizes. It's quite painful to hold my hand like this actually, but yes, 4 keys of different sizes. You can see those there, hopefully. Just put those aside. And then lots of little cogs and gears and stuff in sort of, there's different colours. We've got some coppery ones and some brassy ones. So yes, those will go very beautifully with the whole kit. So that was the main kit, and as well as that, there are lots and lots of add-ons to choose from, and I bought myself 3 add-ons. So obviously I got the Nouveau drops. These are in Copper Penny. I love me some Nouveau drops, so I absolutely had to pick these up from her. Then I got some more of the Prima micro beads, just because I love micro beads. I find them fascinating. I don't know what it is about micro beads. I think they're great. Look at them. Well, the static makes them dance on the side of the jar. I don't know if you can even see that or if it's focusing, but yes. So yes, I got some more of those. And I also got this Gears and Cogs stencil as well. I just thought this would be really handy to use with the kit. And it's actually kind of an interesting stencil, because if I show you the other one. So this one is more like a normal stencil where you've got your plastic and the shapes cut into it, as it were. And then you put it on your project and you go over it, and then you lift it up and you've got that shape in your colour or whatever medium you've put down. But this is like the other way round, where when I go over it, it's actually going to do the negative shape of this. So whatever colour I actually want the cogs in that to be needs to be what is on the paper or whatever. And then I put the other thing on top, which is going to be really interesting because I haven't used stencils in that way before, because like all of mine are in this sort of classic style. So yes, I am looking forward to trying that out. That sounds like great fun. So I got just the 3 add-ons, but there are lots to choose from, and I'm just referring to my notes here. You can get distressed tags, distressed crayons, some glass glitter, more of those little bottles and vials. These little guys, obviously more micro beads, some Prima stamps, more stencils and more papers, and yes, and more like mixed media-y mediums and stuff. So there we have it. Let's just really quickly go back through all of these things. So we've got the 7 papers there, the rice papers, bramble fox pieces, all the little flowers. Here I've got my brads, which I just put in this little pot. You do not get the pot, this pot is mine. Little brads there, the Spiegelmum scraps sequins, Prima crystals, cork, canvas, palette knife, Prima beads, ribbons, vials, I'm still going, 4 paints, and then all the little cogs and metal keys and things. Again, this is my pot, you don't get the pot, but I've just put them in there to be handy and to show you. Oh, I've lost brads. So how much is all of this, I hear you ask? Well, for all of this, it is £25 plus P&P, which if you know your stuff, if you know how much all of these different things cost, then you will know that that is amazing value for money. It is really, really good. They go on sale on the 1st of January. There are limited amounts available, but if you don't get your hands on one, then the next kit comes out on the 1st of February. Or if this is not your thing, which is fine, then there's obviously going to be a different one in February, which I will show you when the time comes. I'm not actually sure when I'm getting it yet. I missed the stencil. Whoops, I forgot. Stencil as well, including in the £25. And then of course there are the add-on items, which obviously they all have different prices, but you'll be able to find them in store. So yes, all of that Amazing. So look out on here, obviously, but also on the Thompson's Facebook group and stuff for what I do as projects with all of this, and obviously what the other design team members do with their kits and stuff. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. So yes, do pop on and have a little look. Right, I think I have talked about this for quite long enough. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will put all the links for Facebook groups and blogs and everything down in the description so you can go find them. And yes, remember, 1st of January, these go on sale as well as all the add-ons. So yes, and there are very limited kits available. So set an alarm or something. Okay, right. Thank you so much for watching. I am now going. Bye.